Good day, everyone. Welcome to Digital World Tech Academy. And today we'll be continuing on our learning in statistical functions in Excel. And over the course of the study, we've considered a lot of statistical functions already so far, from count if, sum if, average if, sequence, and now we are at variance. So I'm sure that the word variance is not new to none of us. One way or the other, you might have heard the word variance before. So what does it mean? So variance measures how spread out data values are from the mean or the average. It shows how much the values in a data set differ from one another. And there are two types of variance in Excel. The first one is the population variance. So population variance is used when the data represents the entire population, while the second one is the sample variance. The sample variance is used when the data is only a sample of a larger population. So let me explain to you briefly what and when they get to be used. So let's assume that we are a teacher, right, in the secondary school, and I want to know the mean, that means the average score of the entire students in my class. So let's assume that we have 40 students, and I was provided the score of the entire 40 students. That is the entire population of that particular class. But let's assume that instead of us being provided with 40 students scores, we were provided with 20, and we want to know the variance or the mean of those 20 scores. That is a sample. So that is the basic difference. One is used where you have the entire population, meaning that data represents the entire population you're actually looking at, while the sample is just a subset of the entire population. And they are of two syntax. So the first syntax is VAR.P, that is for population, and the second one is VAR.S. And they are quite easy to use. So let's go into how to use them, and let me show you how they can be done. So now over here on your screen, I have the test scores of students, right, in different grade levels with different ID number and the test score. So simply, what you will do is just to check the variance of the entire test score. But before we go into that, let me show you what it actually means by the word variance. Let me break it down for you. So let's assume that I said we are teachers earlier on, right? So this is 1A is our first class, this is 1B. 1B is our second class, isn't it? And we give a test over 10, and we're just going to use 5 students because I don't want to be too long. And this is 1A, the first student scored 10, the second student scored a 9, the third student scored a 8.5, that's 8.5, the fourth student scored a 9, and the last student scored a 9.5. So normally, the average of these scores is meant to be 10 multiplied by 5. So let's put it equal to here. 10 multiplied by 5, right, divided by 5. That means the number of the students divided by 5. So that's 10. The average should be 10. But what the variance now says is that the average of these scores as compared to the expected average, which is this normally. So that is the mean. So how spread out this scores is to the mean. So if I do the summation of all of these test scores that I have here is equals to the sum of all of this. So now divided by 5, because there are 5 scores, right? Divided by 5. So it's 9.2. So that is the difference. So 9.2 to 10. So let's do the second one. So let's say in this is 1B. The first student scored is 7. The 6 is 7.5. A 8 is 6. Okay, we are done. All right. So that's just 5. So now, if we do the same thing, is equals to sum is equals to sum, and you highlight it, divided by 5. So let's do the sum first. 34.5 divided by 5. Can you see the difference? See the closeness to the mean of each of those scores. So the first one has the average score of 9.2, while the second one has 6.9. How close they are to the mean. That's basically variance. So now let's do the variance of what we have here. So now to do that, let's assume now that this is the entire student that we have. So if you know this is the entire student that you have, let me use this. You're going to use variance.p, like I just said. So it's equals to VAR.P. So what you just do, you just highlight the entire scores. As simple as that. Close your brackets. Enter. So the variance is 187.24. So as simple as that, what you just do is just highlight the entire test score, right? And you just press your enter. Excel will be the one to go in there and do the entire thing for you. So that is quite easy to do. So let's just try and see what will be the difference if you do not use variance.p and use .s. It's just going to be a slight difference in text values in the results. So highlight it again, close your bracket. Can you see? Almost a difference of 10. So that's just a big difference. So one of them is used for population, while the other is just used for a sample of a particular population. So it will reflect in the results. So you need to know which one you are considering and which one you are trying to do. All right. So that is that for variance. So you do that, practice that, and you can watch the video to get that done and how to do it. All right. See you in the next class.